I once took a job as a coachman. My money was paid in advance, so I traveled first down to Dover, and then I crossed over to France. I was met by a charming young lady who clothed me in breeches so tight. She said, I have got a fine coachman to drive me by day and by night. And she was such a charming young lady, all in the height of her bloom. And me being a dashing young coachman, I drove her 10 times round the room. She bid me go down to the cellar and filled me with liquor so quick. She told me to drink in a hurry. Then she asked for a look at my whip. She held it and viewed it a moment, and then put it down with a smile. Said, I can see by the length and the look of your slash, you can drive in the old-fashioned style. And she was such a charming young lady, all in the height of her bloom. And me being a dashing young coachman, I drove her 10 times round the room. She bid me get into position, so I climbed right up in the seat. 3 swishes I gave with me cracker, then I drove her right down the high street. I handled my whip with good judgment until I was sure of her ways. But the very first tug that I gave on the brakes, I broke the mainspring of her stays. And she was such a charming young lady, all in the height of her bloom. And me being a dashing young coachman, I drove her 10 times round the room. Tired or grew weary and wanted to take a short rest, she called for her servant-maid Sally, the one that I loved second best. Said, Sally, I've got a fine coachman who understands driving in style, while the spring on my stays is being strengthened again. I'll let him drive you for a while. And she was such a charming young lady, all in the height of her bloom. And me being a dashing young coachman, I drove her 10 times round the room.